Hello everyone, in this video we're gonna talk about bowling purchases, equipment, best options, doubts, issues, things that people have asked me around for advice. And because I've been in this industry since I've been 3 years old, and the more I play, the more I get interested in getting more details in the technicalities of bowling and everything around it, including accessories or anything that is all around. So in this case, I'm gonna show everybody how I get my equipment and where do I check first, and etc. Everything that people have asked me before. But first, I'm gonna start with the rookie errors and rookie mistakes that people do when they start bowling, or when they start looking for videos like this to get reviews of different balls. First of all, the first rookie mistake people do is that they see like Jason Belmonte, or they see Chris Prater, or any of the PBA bowlers showing off the ball. And when you see them throwing the ball, you will see the ball reacting like crazy. Like you'll be like, wow, I need that type of throw. That's what I want. That's what I think that was gonna do with my shots, stuff like that. That's the first rookie mistake that we all do. That's including me. I've done even now. Sometimes I watch a video, see somebody doing like a Belmo that has a more revolution than I do, and when I see the ball the way it reacts to him, and like, oh, that's perfect. That's something that I need. But first of all, I don't throw two-handed. I don't have his revolution. Also, I don't have his the way he throw the speed that he has on his throws. He always throws between 21 and 22 miles per hour. He has to do that because he's a two-handed. He has a lot of revolution and he needs a lot of space, and that's what he doesn't have. So he needs to give a little bit more, throw a little bit harder than any regular bowler or a one-handed bowler. But in this case, it all depends on who you are. So that's a rookie mistake many people do. The other rookie mistake people do is that, for example, I realized that in bowling, in the sport of bowling, people are really like a fan of a brand and a brand only. They don't look around like, I would like to have let me try Motive, or let me try Brunswick, or let me try Storm. No, there's people that if it's only Storm, it's only Storm, including shoes, including accessories, bags, tape, whatever. And to be honest, what we are doing, and I do it too, we are all to be giving like free advertisement to people, to those brands. They're not paying us, so why are we showing off? But it's the way bowling is. Bowling is a show off kind of sport, and I understand it because style is whatever people, the way people look at. So those are the rookie mistakes I see when people are trying to be part of bowling and trying to get into the better performance. So the first thing you need to do, to be honest, to practice makes perfection. Don't look for a strike every time you practice. Just check how you're walking, how you're moving, how you're doing your releases, in which spot you ended, and how your ball reacted, what type of things like that you need to change first. I realize that many people nowadays, since they see that two-handed is a easier way to curve, yeah, you can say it's easy, but it's not controllable as easy as people think. You need to have condition on that, first of all, and second of all, you have to do this for a long time to understand how to manage that. But you can start two-handed. It's up to you. It's your choice. It doesn't matter. In bowling, you do whatever you do. It's an individual sport. Yeah, so in this case, those are the rookie errors I see when you're looking in between branding and equipment and stuff like that. So in this case, moving forward after all this subject, the next one will be how to choose a ball. So this depends on what the arsenal that you have, which bowling alleys do you play. If you only play league, to be honest, you don't need so many balls to be a better player. I understand there's people that like to change balls and yeah, have fun. To be honest, it's fun. I understand people that have like 12 balls and they try to do better with, oh, okay, this ball doesn't do this. This is gonna make whatever I'm looking forward to. In the sports of bowling, if it's a professional pattern or stuff like that, like pro shots, pro patterns, and PBA kind of type of deal, or there's some local tournaments that they do have those kind of pro shops. Those type of tournaments or leagues, if there's a league that changes pattern every week, that I did that once in Kissimmee Lanes, that was pretty amazing. Those are the type of leagues and tournaments that you really need a lot of equipment, but not, to be honest, because bowling is a sport of an adjustment and anybody can adjust to any ball. And that's a rule that I have learned in the long run. I wish when I was young I had that in my head, because to be honest, the best way to make better bowling is to adjust. If you don't adjust, any equipment, any ball, any reaction won't mean anything. This is a sport of adjustment. It's always changing. It depends on your arsenal, as I said before. If you're only playing league and you need a little bit more curve because you don't have that reps that you're looking forward, and you look like you're more straight to forward guy. So what I recommend is to get a performance ball, one that is solid. But if, I know that they are expensive. I understand that. But I always say to everybody, don't start with the plastic or the $80, $60 ball. You know why? Because you won't get interest in the sport. Because you won't be performing as somebody that's already been here, like me, that I've been bowling for almost 40 years. And in this case, for me, it will be you will see that I got the most expensive ball, and I curving, and I'm doing more strikes than you do, and moving all around and stuff like that. So that will stop you interest in you to play the game of bowling. And I understand bowling is really frustrating. People think it's an easy game. Yes, it's easy when you go to the bowling alley and go with your friends and have drinks and just play one game in 3 hours or 1 hour, whatever time you get there. That's different to real bowling. When I say real bowling, it's the competitive one, the one that is the people are playing for money or whatever championship they want to have, or they want to win the league, stuff like that. And if you want to be interested in bowling, if you're really interested in bowling and you're really a vice person, and when I mean about really vicious person, means that you're really vicious, is that you concentrate and you get into the game to be better. So I always tell everybody, start with a big equipment. Why? Because the first years of your bowling life, you're gonna keep using that ball until it breaks, because you won't understand in those times why you need to change balls, why you need to get a better ball or a new ball. It's expensive. It's understandable. It's something that you do as a hobby. So that's why I tell everybody, start with big equipment, start with the performance balls, check a pearl ball, check a solid ball, check a hybrid ball. Any of the three types that they have, try those and start with those. That's my advice. People advise to get the plastic or whatever, start with that. It's up to you. It depends on your pocket, your money, on whatever your desires about this game. That's why I said before, if you're really into something and you're a person that always start looking at it and think about it and like, yeah, I want to do this for good reason, and I'm going to do better, well, I recommend to get a performance ball. If not, if you're only for playing, get drinks and have fun, start with the plastic, $100 ball, whatever. Have fun. This is supposed to be fun even in the professional matter, alright? But it's really frustrating. Okay, then. So, how to choose a ball? First thing I do, I always, people ask me, how you have so many balls, so you have money, stuff like that. No, it's not the reality. I don't have that type of money like people think. But what I do is that I play these leagues that gives me 2 balls every time we finish up the league. It's a family league, practice league, whichever your center calls it. And they're fun. And I use it to practice, to be honest, because they give me extra games for free in the bowling alley or any AMF. If it's a bolero, you can use in any bolero, and I will have free games for when I practice. And also, it will give me at the end of the day something that we love: new balls. When you start bowling, this is gonna be your hobby, and this is gonna be you're gonna be looking at any type of ball all around all day. Believe me, that's why I told you, if you're vicious, this is the worst sport to do that, because this sport is like collecting. It's weird, but it's an awesome game. And it's fun. So the first thing I do is like I do the leagues, get the 2 balls. If I'm like, yeah, I would like this ball specific because I know that, and I get maybe I tried it, somebody got it and they had my same measurements and I threw it and I liked it. And sometimes there do these demos. Some pro shops do some demos that, for example, Storm brands come to town and they have all the 900 Glover, Roto Grip, and Storm products, and you can try them all for 7 hours, and that's pretty cool and fun too. You wanna try bowling, and you see those, come in, Try it. It's fun. It's like going to the carnival and throwing balls all day long for only $20, $25, whatever they can ask you for. And it's really fun. And people will show you how to bowl too. So don't be scared about it. So other than that, and I want a really really good ball, I start checking around in the website. The one I use the most, bowling.com. So for example, if I like the new Storm, there's a new Storm coming out. It's a Ultra Gravity, I think it's called. So I go here to Storm. Where's Storm? Here it is. And all I do here is go instead of the most popular, the newest, and here you go, the Virtual Energy Blackout. So I check the price here. I see it's $189.95. That will be the price for the ball. It's the same price that you get in the pro shop. Just a heads up, people think that buying this independently and going to a pro shop later and drill it out, it will make you more, it will be cheaper for you. That's not true in an 80%, and I say 80% because there are other bowling alleys that they will give you cheap prices to drill it. But doesn't mean that they're good too, so you got to be careful about that. So, but in this case, if you want to buy the ball yourself and you want to bring it to the pro shop, just to let you know, pro shops doesn't hate people bringing balls from outside. They love that. First of all, they're not investing in that equipment. You already bought it. And second of all, their money comes from drilling, and you're coming in to drill the ball. So they will love that. They don't, believe me, they won't hate you because you don't buy them the ball. You can ask them. They even tell you want to buy it to another pro shop. Go ahead, support them because they're there together. That's how they survive. So don't get it too personal too. If you want to buy the ball yourself because you prefer getting it myself, I open it the first time. Nobody has touched it. Do it. It doesn't matter. They won't care. All right. So that's when I see that the price is $189.95 in any pro shop. They will ask you $270, $275 straight through with drilling and everything. That will be the price because nowadays inflation is real, and many people are charging between $50 and $75 for drilling, and it depends on what you add too, like inserts and thumbs and stuff like that. So for example, for me it's at $75 straight through because I use my turbo grips, I use my turbo the interchangeable thumbs, and that's extra because it's an extra accessory that you need to buy to the pro shop that they have it, so they can drill it and you can plug in your different thumbs. So in this case, I don't know it's gonna be the same price. When I check my pro shop guy, he tells me, hey, it's for you it's gonna be $250 something. Well, this is the storage price. So I'm like, and when you look at it and if you add the numbers, makes sense. You're like, oh, another thing, if you buy the ball independently, you're paying tax here and paying tax to him, so you're paying twice. See it that way, you will understand that it's not something that you're saving a lot of money. But if you're one of those guys, as I said, you needed to have it first in your hand, go ahead, buy it. They don't care. So that's how I do for that. So I check the price here. I'll go and check around and say, hey, Dave. Dave is my pro shop guy. He's in Kissimmee Lane. So he has a Lightning Strikes pro shop. He's the owner and he's the driller and everything. And he's also a coach. And every time I go there, I ask him, hey, what's coming up? And he tells me he's coming here, that. He gives me more orientation, more information that he knows that I haven't get yet because he hasn't appeared anywhere around. But he has a pro shop member. He will have that information up front, and he will. And to be honest, any pro shop guy will love you to asking any question about products and stuff like that. They need to sell, and that's how that's their job. And that's what I do. I ask him, check everything around. He tells me, hey, since I see you bowling, for me, I think it's better for you this ball, stuff like that. But he doesn't get into. Sorry, you can ask him, and he will tell you. And if you want to follow his advice, do it. If not, he will. For him, it will be. It's alright. It's up to you. You are paying for the product, so you choose. You decide what you want. You want pin down, he will do it. You want pin up, you want pin on the left side or right hand side. It doesn't matter. He will do it for you. And same as other pro shop places as well. Alright, so those are the places I use. Website I use is Buddy's Pro Shop to double check their sales event also, because the sales events are really good. Sometimes they do like 2 balls for a certain price and stuff like that. So here I don't see any. Well, this one, the Belmo ball is $139 right now. The 14 pounder. The Reality Check is $135. Supernova $138. So how I get my balls, why I have so many like high performance balls that are like really high up when they come in, and how I can get it without losing a lot of money. So what I tell everybody is, you need to wait. If you want a certain ball like this one, I want the katana. I love the katana. So I would like to buy this one right now. This frame range for me is not real. It's like, nah. It's not something that I have to jump in and buy it. So in bowling, if you have patience and wait a little bit more, this ball gets lower and lower. Like for example, the Supernova was a $270 ball, now it's $138. You understand? Like Reality Check, same thing. The RX X3, this ball was really famous, and $134 now. So that's how I get those kind of balls, because I wait for it. Like for example, the Conspiracy Scheme, this was a $289.95 after drilling, and now it's like $100 ball, and it's really good ball. So things like that is what I do. I wait for when they're like in a cheaper price. Sometimes I don't wait because I know that this ball I like it and I want it, and I have the money at that time. I can spend it. I do it. I go there and I buy it in regular price. But I go to my pro shop because I love to support the pro shop that always gives me everything I want. If I'm happy with him and the way he's doing his job, I will always go there. So websites: bowlingball.com, bodysproshop.com, bowling.com. The good thing about if you're in Florida and bowling.com, you will get it the next day for free. Choose free shipping. They're in Sarasota, I think, or Clearwater, and they will send it for you next day. It's really nice. Also, I think Body's Pro Show is like 2 days, something like that. Bowlingball.com, I think it's only also 1 day, but I think they're in Florida, but I don't remember. But if you're in Florida, and you're a bowler, you're gonna love it because shipping is so short time term here. So yeah, after I choose the ball I want, okay, this is it. I decided to buy it to my pro shop. Boom. I told him, hey, I want to pin down, I want to pin up on my ring finger or in the middle, stuff like that. And then he will do it as I showed. The do and don'ts about bowling ball buying is don't buy because of hype. Why? Because it happened to me. There was this ball, it's called the 900 Global Zen. That was after COVID came in, that there was shortage. There was a shortage of that ball. There was a big hype about it. I remember when I did the demo, I did liked it, but but there was another ball that came at the same time as that one that was better, but didn't get the hype as this one. So I decided for this one for hype, and it has been the error of my life because it's not about ball. It's that for my style. It's not the ball. It's not it. And in the league that I play, it's not it. The condition I only play. I most of the time play league play. I do sometimes some tournaments on the side, but most of them are the city and state ones, the regular ones. But competitive kind of wise, I haven't done that in a long time. It's expensive, so as I told you before, it's not bowling is really expensive. It's a sport that you need money, and to progress there, you need money. So in this case, this will be like most of it my advice. To be honest, is there something else that I left in? Maybe you can ask the question, comment down, and I will answer as soon as possible. I have the time to see it and an answer. It was a video done because people were asking me around and how I buy my equipment, how I decide which equipment to buy, because when they see me bowling, and they see me doing maybe a 200 or maybe kind of getting to a perfect game stuff kind of deal, and they see the ball I'm using, they think that they will have the same luck or they're gonna have the same curve. No, you gotta watch somebody that throws like you. You gotta watch for somebody that has the same perspective as you, because reality is something so different from perspective, and that is something that you need to understand in bowling. For video reviews, what I do in YouTube. So for example, I'm looking for that radical ball. Somebody that I see that maybe has the same shot as I do is this guy here, but why? Because to be honest, he has more reps than I do, but he used the same zone. So if I look at him and I see that's kind of type of my throw, same kind of deal. So I watch him more than available any professional, because in my reality, that is my shot. And to be honest, I don't have too many reps, but I have the heat and go straight to the 15. Yep. Outside and in, boom. That's my shot every day, all day long in league play. Yes, you have to look for somebody that has your same reality, not the perspective that you think. That's when I say about the perspective versus reality. And watch the review, check that out, how they think, what they listen to, everything they said when they're throwing the ball. Say, hey, this one does this one does that, etc. Because those are features that you're looking into a ball, and they're just telling you because they are having the experience there and showing you how it's done. All right, guys. So in this case, that will be all for me. Thank you for your support, for everything you have done for us.